Okay, so I just stumbled upon this project called rouille that lets you write Rust in French. Like, how cool is that?
Wait, seriously. Writing code in French. That sounds both fascinating and a bit chaotic.
Right? I mean, it's designed to bring some French flair to programming. Can you imagine calling a function a crier instead of write?
That's definitely an interesting twist. But doesn't that make it less accessible for non-French speakers?
True, but here's the twist. It's fully compatible with English Rust. You can mix both languages.
Oh, that makes sense. It's like a bilingual programming playground. But how practical is it?
Good question. It seems to cater mainly to French-speaking developers, especially in government settings.
So it's kind of a tool for cultural identity in coding. That's a nice touch.
Exactly, and they even have support for regional dialects, which is a game changer.
Support for regional languages. That's unexpected. How does that work?
They have functions like merde for errors or callous. For Quebec slang, it's really playful.
Wow, that adds a whole new level of personality to programming. But what if you're not familiar with the slang?
That's a fair point. It could alienate some users who aren't in the know. It's a double-edged sword.
And I bet there are some who might see this as making coding less serious.
Exactly, some might argue it dilutes the language's technical precision, but isn't it refreshing?
Definitely, it's a creative approach. I'm just curious about its adoption in the real world.
Well, the creator hints at it being the official language for a future French operating system.
That's ambitious, but what if it doesn't catch on? What's the backup plan?
You know, they seem to embrace that uncertainty, treating it almost as a joke. It's very lighthearted.
A joke, that's intriguing. So they're not taking themselves too seriously.
Exactly, it's about having fun while coding, which might attract a different audience.
So it's like a cultural experiment in programming. I can get behind that.
Yeah, and some humor in coding can help break the monotony of it all, right?
For sure. Imagine coding in a way that feels like a conversation at a cafe in Paris.
Haha, right? And think about how this might inspire other languages to do something similar.
Oh, absolutely. It could spark a whole movement of localized programming languages.
But isn't there a risk that it might fragment the developer community?
Good point. There's always a balance between localization and maintaining a universal coding standard.
So it's this tightrope walk between cultural expression and practicality.
Exactly, but isn't that what makes programming so compelling? The blend of culture and tech.
Absolutely, and who knows, maybe it'll inspire a whole new generation of developers.
That would be amazing. I mean, if Rui becomes popular, it could change perceptions about coding.
And it might encourage more people from different cultures to engage with programming.
Totally. It's fascinating to think about how language shapes our programming style.
Right? Language isn't just a tool, it's a reflection of our thought processes.
So if Rui succeeds, it might also influence how we teach coding.
That's an interesting angle. It could promote more inclusive coding education.
Well, I'm intrigued. It's like each line of code tells a story unique to its culture.
Exactly, and while it's playful, it can also be a serious dialogue about representation in tech.
So what's the takeaway here? That coding can be as much about culture as it is about logic.
Definitely, it challenges the notion that programming is just a technical skill.
And it invites us to think deeper about our own programming identities.
Right? I'm curious to see how Rui will evolve. It's an exciting space.
Me too. I can't wait to see if it catches on or just remains a fun experiment.
Either way, it opens up a conversation about language and technology.
Absolutely. It's all about making coding relatable and accessible.
And who knows, maybe in the future we'll see more languages following suit.
That would be the dream. It's all about celebrating diversity in tech.
Exactly, let's keep our eyes on Rui and see where this journey takes us.
Definitely. It's like every line of code could be a little piece of cultural expression.